of these teams facing off in interesting roles. You get Lori versus Daiki on the stage, of all things.
Oh yeah, and I mean, they're both fantastic Sage players. Lori, of course, making that switch over here onto this map. Haven't seen that a ton in the past, but these are two players where, yeah, we've got strong duelists on both sides of the server, but Lori and Daiki are the standout players you have to keep your eyes on.
Well, here we go. It is Brazil's best, and we'll have to see
Who would I
if
replace?
Shopify Rebels can
I would
overcome
be.
as we get things started on Fracture and in
I think you can replace a
Shopify.
few. It's between the
Fast
Flasher
outside pitches.
and
Bit of a slow crunch through
the
main.
duelist.
Fast
Sorry,
from DL
Flasher.
still.
You could get rid of the
Maybe
duelist
gets one
and
of that
maybe a
smoke up.
chamber
Shopify
if the
can
nerfs
just
were
keep
good.
fighting this or just chill out. They
Nice
have to,
crunch
like, a
though.
completely
This was a really good
segmented
crunch.
for the backside.
So shop play
Flowers
on
got
the
the
defense.
spike, and more players
Liquid
down
on
as
attack.
well.
They
This
do
is
a
falling
good
to
crunch
pieces
to the
for
bottom
the
side of the
They
map.
just
It was
trade
really nice.
positions. Maybe now
Just
you
with
want to
everyone.
switch things up.
5-person crunch.
Two
Spike
versus
down.
four. This
Should be
whole play was started off
be
by an
Shop's
insane
round.
slower lineup from Lori. She threw it from over on the A site while the rest of her team pinched out of B main. And now Flowerful watching for Daiki.
And that's so difficult too. Wall up in your face. Now she has to expend so much ammo to get rid of that one, and now 4 players
And
holding
this
for
was
her,
a
and
nice
Flowerful
pistol. They had a
will
lot of
not
lineups
let
for
her
this.
through. A player that started a little slow yesterday, but hot start here.
Yeah, absolutely.
This with an
And
overview
Shopify
for a
already
replay would
showing
be
us
nice.
The work they've put in before this tournament.
There's a
First
lot
time
of
we're seeing
util
them on
that came out.
Fracture. Previously, this is a team where they play the Neon and they play the KO. This time, they've got Raisin Sage.
The last time we saw them play with the Rage was, or excuse me, a Raze was back in the Dark Ages. They were playing a comp that would make you rage.
Yeah.
It was with the Jet as well in there.
Yeah,
so
this
is
is really
something
good.
very new for them.
It was double duelist, and that was back in
I wonder where
April,
the
so
slow
all
lineup
the
is
Neon
from
train.
A.
So I really like that we're
So
seeing,
slow
especially because
landed
on
here,
Fracture,
and it
this
was
is a map
relatively
where
fast.
so much power is in these early set plays, especially on defense. That was your typical south side crunch, but with the Sage
Okay,
slow
on
lineups
attack, they
all the
didn't
way
get the
from
spike
A,
down,
just
so they are
adds
literally
those
just going to
little
full
layers,
eco this.
and
We
it's
have
something Team Liquid
nothing.
are going to be
Nothing out of the
guarding for
ordinary
in the
bot.
future.
Yeah, that's the start.
It was
you
from
want
near
Shopify,
dish.
though. This is a team that
Yeah, it's pretty
on
cool.
the stage they tweeted a lot about how much the
As in, like,
vibes
this
were just
area, yeah.
extremely positive. They were having so much fun yesterday, and it seems like that's continuing through.
Oh yeah, they
I'd have
switch
to-
things
I'd
up
have to
from
watch
here,
it
right?
back.
You do a pistol round. This
It felt like a nice.
fast
Again, I
tempo
like
crunch to the bot side. Now
maps
just
where
waiting for Team
maps
Liquid
where a
to
lot
come
of it
over
is
towards them.
open.
I think that's a good sort of
Sage,
pitch to
Viper
always wanna keep
have
the
so
attacking
much
team on their
potential.
toes, because again, this is a map where it does really just flip the script a lot of the time. So much defender
Cross map
side
like
aggression
util is
welcomed on a map
strong.
like this, and I think Shopify have very good ideas already we're seeing unfold.
I like
Yeah,
this though.
that's
They're
been
just
like
going
Sage's
around the map,
proposition.
picking up
It's a
as
comp
many
that I think
orbs
has
as they
kinda
can.
fallen out of favor quite a bit, but both these teams are electing to commit to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
So that's
when
4
you,
so
in
far.
terms of, like, on the attacking side, I think it gives you a lot of
It's a good
cool
approach.
options working into the B
Breach
side,
short is
sort of
super
blocking off,
strong on this map.
generator with the Sage wall. Of course, this isn't really a map where teams play super far off site, so it's not like one of those like an ice box where a Sage is going to hold onto a wall on the defensive side and use that to sort of cheat their way through a defuse all the time. But I do really like it with the
Any
Raze
kills? No
combination.
kills.
You know, it's kinda
No
like a
kills.
Fade. You
Little
see
bit
the
of
slow
damage.
orbs
You might.
combined with the paint
The only
shots, there's a
rebuy we
lot
might
of
see is the
power
armor
here in
from
the
Raze,
tank
and even then,
Yeah,
I
will
would
be
be
a time
tempted to
game
not
flawless for Shopify, but
buy.
not
We'll
a bad
see.
round for
Let
Team
me
Liquid.
just
They were
okay, yeah,
actually doing
full.
a great job
Wait,
of playing
did
as
some of them
optimally as
upgrade their
possible. They
armor?
farmed, I think 2 orbs in that round. Couldn't
Wait,
quite
did
get
some of
the
them
third, but it was
upgrade
their
their
goal.
armor
Yeah,
for
and
just
that's,
25 for
that's picking those
650?
up to
Or
4 orbs out of the 7, working towards that
Well, they
Breach
two off
ultimate,
now.
so that's going to be a big deal.
I
Not
would need
necessarily
to watch
for
that
round
back as
3,
well.
But like you lose the first 2 rounds, you're looking to get a big ult for round 4.
Did any of them
rifle versus
actually
rifle, and especially
buy full
something
armor
like
here?
that
I'm not
Breach ult,
sure.
Whether you're going, you know, down underpass to get that big ult onto B, or maybe a Sands push, it gives you a lot of power to blitz out
In my
on the
books,
side.
that is.
Yeah, Shopify will run this
in my
setup
books, that is
similar
not
to how
well,
you would
but we'll see.
play with a Fade in the mix, where they're really dedicated to these kind of A main.
Oh no,
flat plays
okay,
with
33.
Breach
That's
and
fine.
a nade
That was
to
the
react
one that
off
I was
that.
looking at.
Yeah, and Shopify have loved these sort of heavy leans, even when they're playing stuff like the Neon in the past, where they sort of leave Flowerful and Island
Okay,
towards
it's
you.
fine.
You can see
It's
all
not too
4
bad.
players outside of A main. They
Holy
put up
hell,
a
this is
wall.
a
That's gonna instantly
huge.
get
Okay,
broken,
so
but
this is
even
so
though
nice
you
from
put down
Shop.
the early wall and it does
First
get
buy
chunked down,
round,
it's
the
really hard for
just
Team
straight
Liquid
up
to actually
conditioning,
push
right?
through that. They
You are
also
not taking
elected
A
to
main.
play,
We have
the Sage
4
as opposed to
people
another
here at
initiator,
the beginning.
maybe a
We get a
Fade
wall
KO,
up,
the
we
more
had
popular
Breach
ones
ready
like
to
that.
use all
You
the
can't really
util,
scout
and they
around
just
those
want to make
corners
sure that
as
they
you
don't
would.
get
An
this.
interesting
The good
setup from
thing
Liquid.
for
Every single
Liquid
player starting
here
on the south side
was
of
how
the map here, where
fast
they
they decided to
tried
go
hold
to the
things
rest of the
down
map.
from Bridge, so they do have
Let's
to
keep an
fully
eye on
commit
this.
to
They're probably
reclaiming
going to go
overpass.
pretty
Yeah, they really
proactive
like
here.
underpass.
Yeah,
Last
this is
map they were
really
doing
nice
it,
from
or
Shop.
last
They have
round
such a
rather,
good
now they're
chance
going
into this
for it
round.
again. I wonder
Boombot
how
goes
far
out.
they're
Looked
gonna
like a
be able
good
to try to
Boombot
farm
cleared
another
this
orb,
corner,
because
cleared out here
Shopify,
as well.
with this walk out of A main,
And
a triple flank, and actually anyone the one to hold it
They
down.
get good information here. Are we going to speed up?
Has to here. Shopify pushing together. Flowerful.
Nice
Can't
shot.
Hold the site, so that flank becomes all the
Ah,
more important.
got two?
She won a great hold. Two picked up. Now support from her breach. She wants that.
She did
third,
great.
but Lori will deny. So
Ah, they did so well here in the end, Liquid. Nice instant reaction, nice calling. This was good. I thought the idea from Shop was really good as well. They've at least conditioned them over towards A and just they at least know early on that they're not going to be able to take A main early unless they use a lot of util, and they go relatively fast. So even though Shop lost this, it's still interesting, and we'll keep an eye on how what's going to go down on A main. Because now, see them pinging a lot, you might see them go a little bit faster, thinking that they're going to use similar util. And as we can see, they've created the idea that they might fight A heavy again, and actually they're not going to have too much here.
Into the stands as well. And this is also a team that, well, yes, they have some
Okay, full buy now. This is where we get it. This is where it gets interesting. 4 people from Shop can't buy next.
I think it's their third time in Europe thus far with this squad. So
this is nice so far.
Over on this side of the world.
Yeah, they've made the long
Liquid just holding back, waiting to see if anything happens. They wanted to see if the aggression over towards A happened.
Very comfortable here and
Not as so only the wall, which they heard, and then there was no extra util to follow this, even when they started shooting the walls. So they should know that there isn't as heavy stack. So these people top need to be super ready for that push. That was a nice kill.
Contacty plays that will work against Nachi 1 there. You compare that to their Neon comp, where it was really aggressive on their dives.
Definitely was, and because now you
invite Sean on a call. Do you know what? I'll message Sean after this and see what he wants to do. As in after today, because he has a very similar approach to how I do it.
Support though, breach towards spawn after shock will delay and it's slow as well.
Look at
the
that.
intel's good. This ult has been completely nullified. Smoke in their face. Steel cannot get out. Saunders shut down the north side. Another slurp into main, and they're still stuck.
Yeah, Daiki got the 1 kill from drop, but instantly gets traded. You lose the pinch, and now they're all going out in sand.
Good audible though. Vassar
Dude,
she
wins every aim duel, I'm telling you.
Down to Lori this time though. No more can company.
I say she loses an aim duel. Damn, nice.
On the floor,
Damn, got all 3 Benita. Massive. The big thing about this as well was if they lost this, they had to eco, so that's huge. She gets ult as well into this round. Okay, now this is a big round for Liquid. They might not buy. They can buy and have they can buy and have one person has light armor and one person has light armor and a bad gun if they wanted to. I think because they killed 3, I think buying is worth here.
One of the benefits of playing Sage on this attacking side is being able to scale off that wall, get sights a little bit easier. But when there's a Sage on the other side, the amount of stall between the slorps, the wall, and the Brim utility can really nullify that.
Okay, they don't full. This is interesting. They don't full buy and they go for the eco. So this actually, if Shop can keep this clean, they're gonna have a chance to have a really big lead into this. Because their money's going to start building up. Nice defensive wall. Look at this insta 4 take. The problem is Liquid don't know that side's clear, so they probably still have to use util on this. Oh my. Oh, it's 2. Oh, and the breach flash on top of this. This was so good. Such a nice punish into Sansa. This was great. What a good round.
Shopify is on the scene. Sunder, no more to come. Flowerful though, able to trade, and it's just DRN. 8 HP. Stuck in this smoke, trying to buy time. If she could get that clock down, maybe something, but it's just a classic. It's Shopify from so many different
really nicely played this round from Shop.
Should be impossible.
Liquid won't be too fast with it. They got a plant down, they got an ult out of them, and they made sure that they ecoed into this next round. But the problem is now that three stayed alive, right? So money's starting to build up. And this round's pretty huge. If Liquid can't get this round, Shop are going to have a massive score in this half.
After the 2 first kills, with Saunders' ultimate, just absolutely perfect to be able to convert it into a third there. Shopify have really
Joe personally, Joe and I would be buying into that round before, but sometimes you know when there's 2 big ults up that can change the rounds and you don't have any ults up, sometimes it's fine to take the ecos, buy a few guns so it sounds like you have bought and make them use those ults against you. So then you get into the big important round, which is going to be your buy, and they don't have the ult available. So they'll probably be happy that the Rays used ult here.
Bastarda is 2 charges off the ultimate as well, so maybe a factor here in a post plant.
It'll just be this 2-3 setup. Shopify a little bit more passive towards speed. Just can you take contact? on their chamber. Flowerful will make that. Should call for the breach to rotate over. But again, this stall utility could be big. This hit is segmented from TL. They have to disrespect
Okay, this is a sick round so far. Shop loads of the times they're just playing 4-1 with the chamber. They go over towards where the chamber is. Nice ult, but are they going to be able to push out? They get nothing for a Brim ult. Everyone's here though, and the spike is not down, so it might be a little bit hard to plant. Yeah, I think this is a good idea to use the Brim ult to get that. Brim did great here. Brim did so well here. To smoke down, ult here, and make passageway to plant. 2 shots. No way. 3? Oh, that actually got insanely close for a 2-on-5.
Really solid setup there. The site with the Sage one, and the post plant.
DRN on Liquid did really well. I thought there was going to be a fast retake. Both of the smokes had worn out, right? So Shop had done pretty good. Both the smokes had worn out, and then there's like 2 choke points to the left, so they had to do this ult to plant, and the extra smoke was good. Good understanding from them. I like that.
I suppose you could say, but instead with the Sage wall, you can just use that to block off generator, and then sort of collapse.
Flower did kind of unreal to make that 2-on-5 doable.
I really like that.
This one is faster though from Team
Boy,
Liquid.
this is fast.
Quick sands control, slower in
Hey,
Bizarre's face.
they're playing the Sage. The Sage from Shop so far.
Just dropped the wall down there. Now with your top side player down, Team Liquid again just sort of trapped A main. Benita too has pushed down out of B main. Right.
Chamber dies. Benita has taken the space from the chamber dying. Did they spot? No. Benita did great. Damage done as well. If we get an orb, there is a res available. So I think comms for that has come in, and that's why Flower's gone aggro to protect this orb.
She's flashed off the line, turns
It's such a big kill. That's such a big kill. That's res. They need to go back. They can res, and then they can go into the site. I don't know if the comms have come in that she now has res, because this rotates pretty big. I think it has because the breach has come in. Yeah, I see a ping. I see a ping. So originally it was going to be a 3-person rotate. Ping comes in. They talk about the res. So now these two are going to push down, and then the breach has to kill 2 if they want to win this. Ooh, I thought the timing could have been good.
That trip was broken earlier, so this flank is open still. Team Liquid should be aware of this possibility. They're planting for
yeah,
main, so
I think
the
Liquid should be
reclaim
fine
that
here.
space.
Both coming from the same spot. If Laurie gets a kill, there is a res behind her.
Very aware of the player, and
so they could even it to a 3 and 3, but
in the corner, stuck on 58 HP.
Nice from Liquid here. They had a very good understanding of how to play this. Also nice from Shop as well. They were aware of a what. This was a really good round by both the teams, right? Everyone was on top of orbs and reses and what would happen if they got kills. They knew they had to try to protect the orb over towards here. Yeah, this was nice. That was just a great high level round from everyone. Understanding was like very good. The calling from both teams were really good, huh?
Sort of the DNA of the round, the choices they can make. Daiki getting excited on stage there too, so I like this sort of
okay, that's it. They've broken the money. They can start getting some more rounds. We have double Bucky.
With a couple of Buckies in hand, and the
double Bucky res.
Trying to just lock down.
Interesting, we don't have a Bucky Heaven, but that's probably going to happen at one point with the breach, Brim being close.
So for Shopify now, with this consistent south side pressure from Team Liquid, what's the solution? Is it trying to go for more north side crunches? Is it entrenching, leaning into the retake? Something else?
I mean, I think their pistol round strategy is something that could come back into play, right? Saunders 2 points off the ultimate, and while in pistol round you can sort of go flying down the south side of the map, I think it's a little harder without that
extra smoke. Brim's going close.
Okay.
Oi, nice.
Smoke, but
ooh, that could have gone badly.
Here,
Raze did really well. Even though the Raze goes down here, the Raze did really well to spot the Bucky and make sure that there was no damage done early. I'm so fine for you to use the Brim ult here.
Sliggy, kind of the insurance policy holding in main, and they're actually forced to invest that ult to get TRN to a safer position. It is effective though, as Sorrowful falls, and she'll just swing for a little bit more. 2 more kills, TRN.
Nice round on Sop's low HP as well.
Yeah, already 3 orbs on that one there too. And you could ask yourself,
DRN
like,
so far in this map,
Shopify, why do you commit the ultimate?
it's been really good.
You know, possibly DRN is thinking about this too. Well, this is the 8th round of the half. You have 4 more. DRN, if you ult this round,
DRN's on for DRN. No joke, is on for 4. Dude, why does this keep happening? Shall let me refresh.
You save it to round 9, round 10.
DRN is DRN's literally on for just 4 ults and a half. Uses her ult into this round and gets 4 out of 7.
Actually sending Sunder back towards north side this time, but Team Liquid as well, I think, are going to consider changing up their strategy as well. No timeout for either team, so they're both confident in their play here.
And the one area of the map we've seen some attention drawn is Dish, right? Dish changes have made it way easier for defenders to push up on that side. You don't have to worry about as many angles on both areas, but in terms of like breach concusses, all of a sudden a north side crunch, you can go out of Dish, whereas before you would have to go arcade. That area got opened up, so a little bit less popular nowadays. But with how Team Liquid have been playing it, they've waited for that Dish push to come through, which this round Shopify not electing to go for, instead back to the old behavior.
It's literally how you think, like it is how you think.
Team Liquid this
I'm trying to avoid saying it.
That's pretty
Oh yeah, and look at the positioning from Nachi1, right? In underpass, just guarding to make sure no player walked out of
it was your Wi-Fi
to intercept Bastarda and Naxi here. That's a really good look when you're playing these slow early rounds. Putting someone down in underpass to guard the flanks is important because, you know, Chamber Trip not actually being used to guard that.
Onus on Flowerful here. She's got 1 holds on the TP, 2 for 1.
It's so good.
A solid trade, but
didn't want to TP out. Yeah,
absolutely.
Had to be ready for the switch. You always, when you nade heaven, you have to always be ready. It's a 50-50 in what they decide to do. So you always have to be, when you nade heaven or use any U2 in heaven, you have to just hold it for like a second at least, just in case the swing happens. We didn't see it there.
Opening picks, and Benita is just pushing forward.
This is a good run from Flower.
Super confident on this one. The
Good money's
starting to really
okay, someone had to sell something.
As well, the only breach ult for Naxi, I think they have to be considering on the opposite end.
Yeah, and I think, Benita, I was talking to Lori before this game when she was getting her makeup done, and she was saying how much value Benita has been providing. 20 years of FPS experience.
There's a hard at. Holy hell.
She's been to an international LAN, and she's been giving
in terms of money,
their vibes up in these LAN matches,
so they'll get 2-4.
Absolutely right.
They lose this, they get 2-4 on top of this. So some of these can buy. It's okay. Only one person can buy. Okay, breach. Breach ult is going in. It's not going to hit the brim. Are they going to breach ult fast to save the brim? Yes, they are. Breach ult fast. Everyone's come through the choke point. Such an important kill. And good information over towards arcade.
Benita needs to live here. She needs to stay on top. KP has the support. Trade is there. And the showstopper over the top won't get anything done.
Good nice nade.
The job. Daiki out of the corner. And only Natch.
Dude, nice retake. Nice fast retake. Everyone was in position early. Breach ult was good. Yeah, this was nice. Crush GG, what's up, dude? With the Prime, thanks so much. Zone 10, you learned so much. Oh, dude, thanks for saying that.
TL just sort of had to keep sending themselves because they only had the one north side player. It was just Nachi1.
Benita did unreal.
You can't really risk going up the rope on your own.
And interestingly enough,
just staying alive for as long as she did.
Defender wall. Shopify's been putting that down to be able to scale more easily outside of Generator, which is a difference from TL and other teams who play this composition. They're actually not walling off that part of the map.
Did you see Riot's presence saying that you can't learn from watching? It was I think I saw the interview, and I think people took that comment the wrong way. I think he was just talking about himself.
Yeah, it reminds me of the wall that FPX throws on.
I think he was just talking about himself. I'm not sure.
Excuse me, the B side to get back in together, giving you that kind of.
I think people went in a bit too much on that one comment, but I get it. But yeah, obviously it's not. Obviously it's full spot.
Past that, we saw a lot over towards Canteen. Not really wanting to worry about that angle too much, but I think that with Shopify trying to sort of fight Team Liquid before they get the plant down, you know, Fracture being a map where the defenders rotate so much quicker than the the attackers, it's been a lot of pressure, and there hasn't really been safety for the site players of Team Liquid.
You can kind of see, you know what they talked about in terms of they want Valorant to be a entertainment product. I'm trying to not make this a flame, and I hope people don't take this as a flame. But you know, like the analyst desk, at Champs it was a lot more meme-based instead of like hard breakdowns, which I think is like the way that they're going for it, right? Less analysis and more just like fun. And again, that's not a flame. I just feel like that's where they're going with it, which is great for people like me and Sean that do these actual like breakdown watch parties. It means we have a pretty good niche.
That's going to be the concern for Team Liquid in the post plant, but in terms of post land,
and dude, it's entertaining. Like, it is entertaining. Again, I don't mean anything bad when I say that. It's just a different approach to other games. And then if people want that hard stuff, they can come to my stream. They can come to Sean's stream. Thinking Man's Valor. Like, there's a lot of us that do different types. I'd say Sean's stuff is the closest to my stuff.
This double flank is perfect from Benita. And now they're trapped in the site up top.
This is gonna be hard, and they used a lot of ult into this. Dude, Shopper looking really good.
Bastarda needs something magical. She needs one of those moments, but the utility from Shopify is keeping them utterly entrapped in main, and there's nothing they can do about that defuse. They're just gonna get stuck down.
Nice run and gun. Shop look really good on this map so far. They're always on the same page. Everything is together. Everyone's in the right position. Liquid, I don't know if they've looked into any Liquid stuff, but Liquid aren't. When there's pressure somewhere, that's normally where they end up. There hasn't been too much mid-rounding, and it's looking like Shop kind of know that. So when they see a lot of pressure, they are heavy rotating. I do want to shout out how good it's Flower on the chamber, right? Flower's doing really good in terms of the amount of. Of course, there's a curse. I was gonna say Flower's doing really good at using her TP when she needs to use. That's so funny, dude. I was literally about to say she's really good at using her TP when she needs to do it. She doesn't stay too long. She isn't too greedy. That was no joke what I wanted to say as that happened. The first time where the complete opposite happens. That's crazy.
Chamber trip here a couple of times now for Nachi 1. Shopify aware enough to be able to potentially smoke that off if they want to go for the flank.
These multi-flanks have been one of the most effective parts of Shopify's retake, and thus far, Team Liquid.
But Can, how you doing? Yeah, it's I haven't seen Liquid even like fake much. I wonder. It's feeling like Shop have a nice smoke off of the trip, and no one here to hear it. Dude, even though there's only 4 people alive, is Chamber gonna expect it?
Now, with this wall towards CT, it actually means the Team Liquid can't take themselves. Sonder finds the opener. So now
this is hard. Someone has to go huge for Liquid.
It's
a good nade.
God,
it's a really good nade. Did some deeps.
Plenty more time to deal with. Ult goes into main. That's the next level of the stall. And Daiki there on the swing. She'll live too. Tuck in towards her wall. She's found a safe spot outside of CT. 4 versus 4 now. A second layer of the flank as well. There's a player coming from the north side. And Daiki holding on this angle. Benita on the wide swing finds her. And 2 kills. But Bastarda
Nade.
Work 1 versus 1. Her against Sonder.
Oh, what a good round. Yeah, someone had to go huge. Someone had to go huge for Liquid to win this one. They weren't in good positions. And that was sick. That was so sick. Hey, pretty good half. This was a pretty good half. In terms of pistol, everyone 5-5 outside of the pistol round, so this is pretty even. I do think that Shop looked great here. Shop looked great, and Liquid won a lot of their rounds from like individual stuff. The Brim kind of won 2. The Brim kind of won 2, and the Raze kind of won 1. And the other 2 rounds were more team play, but
I'm gonna need another angle of what we just saw there.
For
Give us
real.
another angle.
Sonder, that was so close, just flying through with that shorty. Valiant effort for sure, indeed. There was so much to talk about in this first half, right? I mean, Benita was on fire so many rounds. She had so much impact, but not only that, take a look.
Didn't Shop win a lot of individual rounds against Guild? Yeah, I remember saying it as well, actually. They look way more together in this one, though. At least this map.
And just bring me with the stimmy. I mean, we always talk about it, but Benita absolutely showing up in this first half.
She looks like the zoomer on the server.
Yeah, I mean, she like
They could win because of individual stuff. Yeah, who would have thought?
Like even in that one round where she's just stuck in tower, like she held her own. And I think that going forward, Team Liquid have to change a couple of things because right now they're kind of, when they're on their executes, they're util dumping. And with their util, they obviously have a copycat comp, but they really, really have to start using that towards slowing down and delaying the round. One thing I noticed is that they have to force Shopify to play at their pace. And so we see here, Bastardo,
Who's more of a tactical approach? It's
it's
hard to just say it as black and white as that, but definitely it feels like Shop have a bit of a read in just how Liquid like to play at the moment. It is a little bit harder. We just need to see both halves before we kind of like call anything out, but it was slightly one-dimensional from Liquid on this map. But they also got 5 and they lost pistols, so it's not the worst.
Keep on the momentum, keep teeing up your teammates.
How do you stop this momentum, Shopify? Very quickly.
You gotta be aggressive.
It's hard,
yeah, flip it around on the defense. Shopify from round 1 on pistol, right? They did not stop pressing W. They got in the faces of Team Liquid and did not let them have any sort of exec.
Well, let's see if they can indeed get back at Shopify even, and maybe take this pistol as well. Back to you, Ender and Mimi, for the
The
second.
most handsome coach of all of Valorant is probably Sean. It has to be Sean.
Thank you very much, Sue. Chrissy, we've got mirror comps here. Do we expect something different from Shopify's attack?
Oh, I mean, I think we're going to see a lot of these B hits from them already sort of geared up towards this area with similar ideas, right? The Sage Wall's on attack a little bit more standard, I would say, with blocking off those pivotal areas, but we might not have time to get fully into this
okay.
right
That is
now.
cool. That is cool. I've
Wait,
never
nice
seen
boom
that before,
bomb.
with the Razor being able to quickly Roomba up
Wait,
the
that's a
top.
nice
It's
boom
traded
bomb.
though,
How
Roomba
do
for
you-
Roomba. Now kill for kill. Naxi holds it down with her
no.
frenzy and a second too.
No
What's
way,
happening?
she actually got
Shopify
2
shut
there?
down, only Flowerful in a 1 versus 3.
The trades don't come in, and Naxi is just farming with the frenzy. Flowerful, 1 versus 3, and the spike is just absolutely in Narnia over by Arcade.
Such a
Potentially
boombot
coming
simp,
too, so
dude. It's
Flowerful
like the most
absolutely
underrated
trapped here.
util in the
Wait
game,
and
I
see
swear.
If she can find this contact, that would open up the round. If you find this pick right here, but
The boombot is like the boombot giving a duelist an ability that is similar to a dog, a drone, or a prowler is so strong, chat. That's why I'm a big fan of the boombot. Because with a lineup, it's just another prowler or a dog. It's incredible.
Wait a second. You could just walk to the
Wait,
A site. The generator
how has she
player
done this? How has she found this
team
timing?
player, biggest
They
problem,
might
but
know. They know
no,
about
Mike's
it. Okay,
position
nice.
now. Flowerful just has a straight
This is
away
good from Liquid.
towards A. Keep in mind though, A main and Flowerful will be aware
Liquid's
that Naxi
mid-rounding
was on the south side of the map and
is
will be
impressive.
here to fight her off the site.
This
I
is the
said that
1v1
their
for the round.
attack
Naxi
side
won
was a
it. She
little bit
dives here.
one-dimensional, but their
Because
mid-round
some
calls
damage
are
done
really
onto
good.
Flowerful. Spike plant is assured, and now Nachi can split with her teammates, charging on in. She's the only one.
Yeah,
who
fair
can
play.
do it.
Everyone, people were here to cover it. It was fine. This is a good run from Liquid. Okay, chat. We got pistol each. We love that.
I'm gonna get the 1v1, lock that one down, and that's carrying off of the momentum that but started with the 4.
That's what I'm saying, Teats. We're on the same page. If you put a little, again, the boombots take a little bit more time. They're not a little bit more time, a little bit more knowledge to make it just as good as a drone or a dog or a prowler, but it does the same thing. You just have to be a little bit keener. Or
I'm seeing a couple of
me and
stingers,
Teats do all the
couple of
work and you just watch our
Spectres
YouTube
as well,
videos.
because they were able to get the plant down. That's actually so important. Flowerful being able to
Pretty much
sort
that.
of run through defender spawn and get the plant gives them enough cash to commit to this. Although Sunder,
Okay, here we
at the last
go.
second was selling her
They
gun,
decide to
ends
buy
up with
into this,
with
chat.
the
So
stinger. So it
everyone
does
bought into this. This is
also
a big
do for
round now.
Shopify in the end. Currently unknown that they went for the force. Ouch.
Big shot.
That's a big shot. That is the literal pinch. The 4-1. Dude, they know about it. Chamber doesn't even check behind here. Chamber knows. They've done some research. They know that they like to 4-1 a lot.
She might be in a little bit of trouble. That's
Dude,
less.
extra
She
tag
lands
with
her
that.
shot. Second found. Yeah, damage onto the second. Smoked off.
Oh, you're a little bit crazy though.
Wants a little something extra in this round as Shopify are patient on that plant. They have
Keep
their
an eye
Sage
on
Player stuck
keep
in
an eye on the
heaven.
breach. Breach has
That's
gone
completely
underground.
denying this spike from coming down. Nachi's positioning so
Good
pivotal
awareness.
here, but the
Good awareness.
flank
Nice
was
safe
off.
TP. Didn't want it to go into a 4-on-3. Hey, what a good round from the chamber. And the chamber remembered a lot of the ante here as well. Definitely for sure when they do this 4-1 a lot, because the chamber was so confident there was no one else here. Only held the angle for like an extra 2 seconds. So yeah, that was nice. Played safe and gets an extra kill here. What a good round from the chamber.
This is looking clean. KP 1
Damn.
HP team.
That was
Liquid
impressive. That was good.
still
Good
patient
ante
there.
as well came into this.
That's a really gutsy force from Shopify too. I mean, a close game. Things tying up now.
Nike, what's up, dude? 4 months in the Slug Club. Favorites to win is in the whole tournament. I mean, C9 are the favorites. I'm still going for C9. I called them at the beginning. I know they got upset. I still think they win this tournament. But we'll see. Dude, how do I say your name? Krongonius, I think. Thank you so much, dude. Chat, new member of the Slug Club using their Prime. If you can get some slugs in to support, that would be great. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Welcome into the Slug Club. Okay. So they lose the force. The good thing, okay, chat, when people force and you win it as clean as that, it's so nice. You know that they're probably just going to have sheriffs going into this one, and you can really start stacking up some ults. It was a good amount, chat, nice. 2, let's keep an eye on the Brim, because if the Brim gets 2, then that's Brim gets 2, that's an ult into the big buy round. So Liquid in a really good spot. Even though it's 7-7, they're in a really good spot for both econs to go a little bit wild in terms of actual econ and in terms of ult econ. Yargis with the Prime as well. 2 new members. What's up, Yargis? Thanks so much. Appreciate the support. Chat, you know what to do. And the Bacon Weave coming in as well. Thanks so much, Bacon Weave. One death. One death's alright.
Making quick work of Shopify.
Okay. Okay. Bacon Weave, thank you so much as well, dude. 4 months in the Stock Club.
Shopify just trying to escape.
Do you think the G2 Euro is repeatable? I think it would. I think it has another win in it. I do think it has another win in it. They have so much potential. Like they have so much they can do with it and so much potential that I think it has. It's even though it's relatively to counter it, you have to use a bit. Is what I guess is what I'm trying to say. So actually. It's a pretty strong comp. Oh, I love this pause. It's so nice. On top of here, you can see over the smoke into this area. It's so strong. Nice pinch from them, and they've just crunched them all into this area. They have the trip here. This is a little bit of a question mark still. They didn't see everyone. Mauxville. I think I'm saying your name right. Malxville or Malx? Nah, it must be Malxville. What's up, dude? Thank you so much. New member with the Prime. Appreciate you. Good amount of slugs as well, chat. Thank you. Chat, 3 new members? What's up? Thank you so much. Okay, this is nice. Cutting a sound, making them think that they could have gone over towards the ropes, and now they have to be really scared. But as we can see, Trip is still up, so it's only arcade where they have to kind of be wary of. But this was nice from Shop. A lot of them were seen, a lot of information was seen, so they cut noise. Spot on with the name, we love that. Thanks so much for the support, dude. Nice kill from Laurie. No trade as well. Okay, Sage on site has to somehow kill too.
And that puts our teammate in trouble. Daiki up top of the site. They're aware that she's in the area. Do they know the exact positioning? Ready on the swing. Sage spotted.
Yeah, okay. You gotta save this.
Her down. 3 left alive for this retake.
Team Liquid decide to double flank topside, but they did break a chamber tripwire, I believe.
They have a lot of money. They can. There's no point in saving. Sorry, that was a bad call for me. There's no point in saving. They have bad guns, so they should just try and do as much damage as they can. I wonder if they're not going to go aggro into the site and they're just trying to get some exits. They use the breach ult. What the hell is going on?
farms Bonita.
The sacrificial lamb will fall on the site, but the main force this was in the post plant. Nade for Sonder. That's the first one up. Great turn, but Naxi still gets the kill. 2 left. They need to get on that defuse promptly. Bastarda on the tap. Shopify on the spam. They know she's off now. She's gonna try and sink
There's
his
no way
half,
they
though.
win this,
Flowerful
right?
on the swing gets her off, but it's a 1 versus 1. KP healthy. Naxi less so, and with the
Okay,
swing, KP
honestly,
will not let
the
it
amount of
happen.
damage
We
done,
tied
the
it.
breach ult was
Well, I mean,
worth.
Team Liquid
I take it
making
all
that a
back.
little bit closer than
I wouldn't be
maybe
doing
it
something
needed
like
to
that,
be
but
there.
that was actually really
Bonita
good.
really struggled on site with the breach
So much
ult,
damage done. We're
just
gonna have some
hammering
light armors. Not gonna have all the
tie things
util.
up for us at the time being. I'm
Actually, I take
holding
that
my
back.
breath
All
because
the
I
util
see
is
that
it.
showstopper for Sonder, but
That was good
I
though.
think
It now
Sonder
now
had
does
a
now just means
really
that this is a
solid
huge
sort of
round.
jumping
They have
out
Brimble
from
into this
this
as
to
well,
keep
so
things close. Sonder had those zoomer
it just means
reactions
that
to dodge the flash, but it
this
wasn't
round
quite
is
enough.
a little bit more
Yeah,
important than it
Shopify
was.
is a team that prides
Damn,
themselves
they actually
on
did
this late
so
round,
much more damage than I thought they were
setups.
gonna do there.
KP is an IGL. She's talked a lot about this is where she and her team thrives. When things get really late, when she has that
Okay, I'm gonna
information
circle
and
everyone that
drive
can't
to
buy
make
next.
the right
Bear in mind,
decision,
Chamber
win
will
out
have
in later
ult,
moments.
so it's not too bad. They could have 2 hero guns into next round. And Liquid, 2 people won't be able to buy here, so this is a very important round. Keep an eye on the Brimble. Razor on attack. Okay, chat, there's so much to keep an eye on of this one. I'm just going to circle this just in case they decide to get some orbs because they're pretty important.
You know the opposite end of the map is going to be very soft. Usually a chamber on that side. Maybe not true in a round like this with Changer playing top side of A, but I like the idea.
This is great. Keep an eye on this as well. Should we circle this? Yeah, let's circle this as well.
A little bit earlier than the rest of the team. That has ended poorly.
This was a nice like retake to push the chamber off that had got past the choke point, so I really like this. I just deleted all of the things. That's a big, fast kill. That is Spike. Sword. Can I get around the corner? You're so fine. Just leave this, right? Oh my goodness.
Stick around, try and get another here.
Okay.
Shot won't land, but still, that's
Oh my goodness.
advantage held, and that's all that's happening.
It's the
And
first time I've
Naxi
seen
just
her
pushed
lose
through,
like a
slowed
heads
it
up
down.
angel, I swear.
Wants to delay the push through, but the showstopper is out.
Holy hell.
How
Sonder's
does she do it?
crazy.
The 1-2 switches over to the operator, and now she's making a mad dash for drop. DRN is
Okay, this is
here,
a
though.
2-on-4.
No smoke on
Brimult's
rope,
been
but there's a
used.
res.
Res comes
There's
up.
a res
2-on-4
immediately,
again.
and also, look at Dunkey. She's making the zip line out to the
2-on-3.
south side. It's completely
That's so funny.
chaotic
Should be
round,
fine to get the
and it's
plant.
only Dunkey, the sole survivor for TL.
Spectre
10
only
seconds left.
passing
Plant
with
will come
Spectre
through.
1v3.
Is Dunkey known?
Long
Are
range
they
duel.
aware? That's the
It gets
question.
1 though.
The back of Flowerful showing the first. A recovery onto the
Oh,
rifle, but Bonita
small
on
window.
the swing. Close, but no cigar for TL.
Massive round for them to
Pure
win.
madness around like that, and it is Sonder, the hero, to switch things up for
She
Shopify.
satcheled through the Brimble.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, literally, the world is burning around
The
her,
hype
and
train
she
as well.
goes
Yagas,
flying to
thank
the
you so much
sky,
for starting
not
that.
just getting the first kill with a showstopper. Like, okay, fun, you know, you have that insane ability, but then
That's insane.
dropping and
Damn,
then
that
going
was like out
instant
of a movie
headshot
or something. That
onto
was nuts.
Naxi there. Does end up falling, but instantly rezzed as well. That was an absolute monster performance from Sonder.
That is a round that hurts if you are Team Liquid. That is a round that looked like
Key, what's
it
up,
was
dude?
all but yours, and now instead,
Okay, 5
That's
person
what he did
here.
here.
What did they manage to
And you
do?
feel,
Okay,
but not an
Liquid
impossible one
are
to win.
Liquid are
Natural
very
already
much
popped the
in the
chamber
mode
up.
of
Bastarda
we
has
always
showstopper
want
too,
full
so
buys, right?
possible
There was that
that
round
you
where I
find
said
it
that
really quick
personally,
with
if I was on a
Chamber,
team,
you
I would have
commit more
bought.
ultimates,
And
see if you can get something rolling.
this
As Team
round
Liquid,
here,
4 players leaning
they
towards
decide
this
to
B side
save
too, so
and
very possible.
play
As
for
the
the
side
next
that
round,
comes
but it's
through,
still
Team
really
Liquid can
good.
fight out
Like, they
the
still have a
smokes,
judge
try
in
to
heaven,
cut
I
Shopify
imagine.
off the
Wait, the
pass.
judge is not in heaven.
across,
Judge is
though.
behind the
Showstopper
wall.
is
Oh my
top,
god,
but Starda
they
stuck
put
on
ult
the other
into this.
side, over the top.
It's fine. You take that.
Take down 2
One
players,
for
I guess.
one.
Multi-kill, that's pretty good. We'll see if they can get more. DRN on the ghost for 1. Lori on the trade, she's low. Heal available. And the
Yeah.
smoke there, Bonita is still in this smoke vein. Not
This is a
necessarily
good round so
swarm,
far
just
from them.
died to the
So
smoke.
much damage. Bonita 11 HP as well. And the miss comes in.
Misses. Flowerful had to hit that shot, and now it all comes crumbling down. Naxi 1 gets removed
Makes
by
up.
Flowerful. Chamber v Chamber. Flowerful wins it out. 2 versus 2
Oh boy.
now, and it's going to be
But there's a gap.
DRN.
Oh, the
DRN is
Brimble
alive
didn't
in
get
this
the
corner.
corner?
The chamber ult is still up 30 seconds. They have time to rotate if they go now.
That's the important thing. They were able
It
to
was-
find
it was
the
ju-
space
it
to
was-
get the
it was a
spike.
Brimble
TP
to
off,
just
they know
get the
both
spike.
players are on this site,
It was
but
a Brimble
the
just to get the
problem, you have
spike.
a problem on attack
So they killed the
as
pressure
Shopify,
from
you're
over
on
here.
You're
So instead
slower
of going
on
for the
rotate,
kill, they
so
just wanted to
already
get the
Naxi
spike and get
DRN
out.
are here ready to fight Shopify.
The util will try and delay 15
Dude, look at the
seconds.
time. You haven't
This is
heard
it for
door. You're
Shopify.
fine.
They
You
need
haven't heard
to win
door.
the fights getting out onto this site. They need to get that spike down now, but it's on the floor.
Nice.
Naxi fells
Nice
them
rounds.
both.
Team Liquid
Damn.
come together.
They actually managed to win it with the low buy. They did really well. I think the razor was really important. You know, the 1-for-1
with a ghost finds a kill.
this. That's so wild because everyone else is behind the smoke and the Brim's holding it and can hear. So as long as she got that kill, it didn't really matter.
But even then, it seemed possible. It really did.
If I'm Shopify, I'm taking a pause off that. You gotta just take a breath for a second. That is...
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, too, is this was the first time we saw the very shallow save.
Oh, they did open door? Oh, okay, I didn't hear it. Then I take that all
back
back as well. I should turn my sound up a little bit. But it's hard to talk when you hear other people talking sometimes. Good time for a timeout.
Usually that's a much longer angle to guard.
And you notice Team Liquid did not do that wall once. They put an emphasis on keeping
Do I know the
that
Liquid
separation.
coach? Yeah, we talked a good amount when we were in
You can
Liquid.
wall off Canteen a little bit deeper, or you can wall off
He's really keen. He likes he has a lot of cool
this is a wall
stuff.
that some teams do, but I think it causes a lot of problems, and in the chaos of that round, definitely made things challenging as a couple of the players had made it out onto site.
If I know anything about playing ranked with me, they should all be buying judges. I'm telling you, it's still hands down the most underrated gun in the game.
Is this about quelling the nerves, getting things under control, or is it
Maybe Stinger's up there, but the judge has potential. Stingers are good for one-on-ones, right? But the judge, no joke. If one judge into a round, you can get so many kills. Like you can solo win a lot of rounds.
So this is a much better setup.
But look at this.
Playing around smokes with judge,
Set
damn.
up for a fight out from
Especially in ranked where everyone, dude, judge in ranked is a little bit inflated because, oh my goodness, I'll stop talking. Okay, actually nothing's gonna happen. They just breach all for breach all. Everyone's gonna be fine with this. Benita's crazy, but it's alright. Sorry.
They will run into this tripwire, but they're
No, I'm gonna have to wait, chat. It's too fast.
Expecting the A main push to come on through, and Sonder finds the opening kill.
Was started down, Sonder in the movement, impeccable yet again, and she can pinch all the way back to main with Flowerful now in position.
Benita over on the B site is able to find
Yeah,
the
nice
catch
lag.
onto Natchi 1 with
Nice.
the Sheriff in
Dude,
hand.
She's found a second as well from Drop.
Damn,
Nike will
the
shut
Brim
down
is
the alert, but Benita, it's only two now
Brim's
for
had
Shopify.
crazy impact the whole game.
Lori falls to Naxi. Team Liquid get a resurrect off as well.
Yeah,
TL
nice. And they're ready
with
for
the
this.
north side aggression absolutely flawlessly. Now Flowerful with a bit of a trek to grab the spike, and knowing 3 players stand in her way.
Naxi is untradeable here. If she commits to this fight, this kill would be massive, and Flowerful has
Dude,
it.
she has
1 versus 2.
HP.
Spike will come down.
She actually has HP for this. Chamber has no armor because of the
That is
rest.
just about it for Team Liquid. How do they make it happen? They fake the door open with Daiki and will now work together with 2 back into sight.
Flowerful
Nice
wants
shot.
to fight, but Nachi
Really nice shot.
so
Shop
ready.
did good damage
Team
into this
Liquid,
round.
the first to double digits.
They do have the eco though.
TL down at the half, fight back with the pistol. Now a couple of rifle rounds.
So
as
Liquid
on
coming
the
back
eco
into this one.
too. I mean,
So what I was gonna say is judging because you know when you play ranked and it's like everyone forces wherever they make sound. A bit like how Liquid played at the beginning of this. So literally having a smoke in front of you and playing a judge in ranked is insanely strong. I'm telling you, if you will start doing that a lot more, first of all, we'll get the gun nerfed again, which it needs, and second of all, you'll win some more games. Just wherever you hear sound, just if you're a smoker, just smoke in front of it, play in front with a judge, wait for them to just force into sites, because that's all that people do in ranked. You're just gonna win everything.
Now Shopify very likely just increase the tempo off of this. Don't really have players outside of B at the moment, slowly working into A main.
Shame on me. Dude.
You can see where the tripwire is instead of over by drop, because that's where Nachi's playing. It's going to be an A can really take their time. You have a trip guarding your south side, you have a wall guarding drop.
I said at the beginning I always wanted the judge to get nerfed because it was like crazy strong. I think we did that, but I don't think it was enough, so I'm down to get it nerfed again. You know that Yampy, so I don't remember that Yampy, I feel like I definitely, there's a few of us that contributed to getting the judge nerfed. I feel like I was one of them, with like, especially Yampy, what we did with Yampy and Trav, like link on bind, we used that a lot. But Yampy's 5k on Ascent, some of the long range judge kills that he was getting was like, I felt like that sealed it, that ace.
Here it comes though, smokes do come down. and yet no real commitment. So they're trying to get this lurk up from Flowerful. If Flowerful is able to remove Daiki, all of a sudden the round winnable. If Flowerful falls, it's over.
Yeah, I think it needs another nerf. So I think together we should try and nerf it. Bunny, yeah, Bunny helped towards it. Vanity.
That rendezvous, she should be able to swing through and aid her teammate Daiki. Can she get more? No, Bonita
There's
on
definitely a few.
Oh, what is that?
Showstopper from Sonder again.
What?
The race pick, excellent, and now Team Liquid has
She
to
was
work this retake, but the operator has fallen
Oh
into the
no,
hands of
she thought she was in the other
Bastarda
one.
here in
She thought she was in range for the other one. Oh no.
One Shopify. Say, yeah, we can turn it right around with the
Oh no,
egos,
she
and
thought
it's
she was in
Sonder
range
to
of the
finish
other
it off.
TP.
The Thrifty to come through and tie things up.
Crushing for Team Liquid. Shopify, they make that late
Dude,
round
that was
call.
such
They
a
do make
massive
that
round for
attention.
them.
This is where they thrive.
Chat has just turned every. That's
The crazy
literally
thing
180
is,
the
too,
whole
is
game.
that was all hinging on Flowerful
Are they gonna
getting the
force
kill,
this?
and
They've been
even
really good at
she didn't.
ecoing.
That was a 4
and
versus
making sure they have
5
full buy-ins.
Thrifty that they're able to get the kill onto Daiki. And then this teleport, I don't know what is going on there. The positioning not ideal for the pinch coming in at the perfect time. Shopify, really the timing of North and South
Why did I
colliding
leave
there was
Liquid?
perfect
I wasn't
for
gonna
the
win.
chamber.
I wasn't gonna win
Big round
anything.
now
I was wasting
for
my
Team
time.
Liquid. Their money is on a knife's edge. They lose here, they are broken, and Shopify might just be able to run away with this one.
Looks like there will be a timeout coming through as Team Liquid assess their options. And I think this
Okay, I think
timeout
this is a
very
good time for a
likely
timeout because they were gonna
money
buy,
one
and a lot of this
sort of
times they've
checking things
been
out
making
right
sure
now.
the
There's
eco
not
to
even
have full
utility on these players, right? With some of them
to
going
have
for
full
first. I think Naxi currently has the biggest
have full
decision
buy-ins.
where
So
with 4,100 in the bank coming into this round, or 43 rather, currently she's sitting with a Vandal and full armor, but just one flash, and I think that's actually
Halfinator, what's up, dude?
suboptimal
Thanks
here.
so much. Appreciate it.
Losing
4 months in the
25
Slug Club.
HP and gaining that second flash is probably the better decision for Team Liquid. The rest of the team a little bit scattered too. No boom bot, light armor.
Am I allowed to say that
so,
stuff? Dude,
again, this is a round
it's an
where I
opinion.
do feel like
You're allowed
Shopify
to
almost
you're
have
allowed to
more
say your
time to
opinions.
think about how do we attack, while Team Liquid just decide what is our actual buy setup here.
And they don't have any of those big ultimates to try and make a play with. If they go for a crunch or a forward play, something like that, there's not a lot of support utility to get them out of jail.
It has felt like we haven't seen a lot of these crunch plays from Team Liquid that
Yeah.
Shopify was showing us, especially early on. We had the one.
I need to acknowledge my
play
son,
Naxi went
Sliggy
for.
TV Jr. Yeah, I acknowledged it earlier today.
Again, it will just be the one flash on Naxi this round. Somewhat suboptimal.
I don't actually have
If
a
you're playing
son
towards
because
tower,
I should
though,
say that out there
flash,
just
try to
because
swing off of
obviously I'm
that.
old, so there
Rest
is
of
potential,
Shopify
but
working down into underpass,
I actually
so a new
don't.
way of them getting some space on the north side coming in, and very
That I
likely
know
this
about at
ends up
least.
turning into a wall off onto generator.
I'm joking.
Starda is spotted on the site. And smokes go up, but
Okay,
Circle
so they
is
forced
gonna be
into
the
this
three
one.
players here. Shopify's push
Good
on the
kill.
north side has not been spotted yet. And now it's revealed, but no one there to trade Bastarda.
Yeah, Shopify just stall out.
Are they
now,
gonna
because
keep
if you're gonna
going
go
around? This
north
was a
side and you wanna
huge
take
kill.
tower,
That's a
you need to have
gun.
the concuss up from KP, right?
This
KP
is a
playing
weird
south
round.
side on the breach, concuss tower, and then you have Sonder double satcheling in, but they didn't have that cooldown up yet.
Nachi needs something here. She needs to even the odds. They'd have a sheriff on the
There it
retake.
is.
They'd have limited utility. Can she get it done? No.
Oh boy.
Flowerful
And
swings
then
in,
the
takes
Sage is
kill.
on the
It's a
site,
team
has
like
to
the
kill
side
2 and only
here.
has
They
a
only
sheriff.
have that sheriff
I
limited.
mean, maybe.
I think that may be the idea. It depends what Daiki can
You
accomplish
got
here
2
on
of
the
a
sheriff.
sheriff.
There's
That's
players
impossible.
coming in from all different directions. Daiki finds one.
Wait,
She's
gave
a
it-
beast,
gave
but
it a good
only
try.
The one kill will come through. Naxi in a position where, yes, you fall back here. Again, all money fully spent from Team Liquid. So the save call does come through. And Shopify are certainly going up to 11.
They have an extra 60-odd seconds before they have to make the decisions into the next round. This is where you need one of those Daiki speeches. When they were down in their qualifying match to get here. She's only 18 years old,
Yeah.
but she had an insane speech. Hyped them up, brought them back. kept
Yeah, they
that
have to
mental
save
check.
these.
They came back, they won that.
And they forced
qualified
into
here.
this, so
That's
it's
how they
been
got here.
this
And
is like
now
the first
with a
round
chance to be
where
a top 3 team in Game Changers. That's what these two teams
I
are
don't know.
playing
They
for right
Liquid
now.
have been
Winner
really
goes
careful
on,
with making sure
up
that they
against
always have really
G2
strong buys. This is the first
later
time
on
where
in this
maybe the
tournament.
pressure was on and they were like, we have to win this
Shopify's
round, so they bought into it. And now,
one here as
most
they move
likely,
up to 11. This is where you
they're
need
going to
that
give them
leadership.
12
Already
because
called
money's
timeout
really
in the
low. They
previous
can't buy
round.
much with this.
Had some extra time as the
Let's
save call
see.
was made, so it's almost a miniature timeout to get the heads on right. Screwed on straight heading into this round, but you can see the 3 players that survived are broke, absolutely scattered here. Naxi and DRN. I think, honestly, this may be a position I would love to see Naxi drop that rifle off to Bastarda or to Nachi1. You know, put them in positions to take opening fights on the defense. That may be an option for them to try and scout out, hunt down the players earlier into this one because Naxi rather has not been taking opening fights. She is just setting up there on the breach.
Yeah, now you have this risk. You lose Naxi and DRN here. They'll have a rough buy into the following round. Shorty close, won't get anything.
6
Jump
HP.
out of Sonder. Maybe not a flick, more of a run and gun. Still works out for her. Bonita considering investing that ultimate, but will not make the decision as these players in main are getting crunched. What a perfect ult out of Bonita. A slow orb lineup on top of it. Excellent work out of Shopify on this execute.
Yeah, I mean, they were playing
they're gonna get
super
12.
slowly, right? The Raze is going topside, you make that happen, but both rifles are alive for Shopify, and Bonita may be backstabbed by the Sheriff. That could be absolutely massive, but no, Bonita finds the kill. She's been too good, and Sonder as well will finish things off here unless Naxi can farm a miracle.
Naxi trying to make some magic, but it's a high-low setup from Shopify. There's players on the other side.
Damn.
There's no way she could have gotten that done.
Okay, that was pretty nice.
Players getting a little bit loud there. You can hear the screams coming in through the
2
microphones.
chances.
Full buy will be on board for Team Liquid. And you know what? They have done more with far, far less already even in this game to tie things up and send us to an OT on our first map of Fracture, our first sighting of it here in Game Changers. Would be an awesome way to kick off the day. The game that was supposed to be yesterday got moved to today. We have potentially 9 games of Valorant today with OTs, with huge stakes on the line. And we're just getting started, Mimi.
And the stakes are big in this round. Team Liquid, a must-win for them, and Shopify is changing the pace. Fast control towards Arcade, but they reassess.
Ooh, actually Shopify, all 5 players on the north side, they got
Oh
punished
boy.
when they went all
What's the timing like on this?
down towards the south side.
Starda, the flash is
Holy
in.
hell.
Can she get something? Only one, and
Damn, the
trade is
Brim
there.
stayed around
That
and they
might
have
just be
a
the
res
resurrection
now. That's
through
probably why the
Shopify.
Brim
They
stayed,
have a
maybe.
player advantage by
I
2.
don't know.
That's the thing,
Oh,
5
this
players
is
got
it,
so
chat.
good at shutting
And
down
they're
the
ready
lane
for this.
aggression.
Nice from
The
Flower.
offense posted on
That
the
was
angle,
so
and
nice.
Powerful will remove Daiki. A second shot to come on as well. Bonita trades things through. Shopify
Pretty
are
chill
gonna bring
guys
it
in as
home.
well. This is nice from them. They recovered. Chat, it all came down to that eco round, right? That really turned everything 180. Liquid felt in control, and then that
Yeah, tragic.
that Thrifty at
Now running into her own
the Thrifty
team
at was
save
it
while it does
9-10?
dissipate. Team Liquid, the hope of Brazil, will fall unless Nachi can accomplish something insane. But now the reflank comes in. Everything's pinching down onto her. Shopify are looking to close.
They've spotted her. They know
Okay,
exactly
chat, this was
where
Liquid's
she
map.
is, and Laurie
This
will
was
complete
Liquid's
the
map.
formality.
We get a
Shopify are
2-0.
gonna win. Take map 1, 13 to
Everyone
10.
won a
They may be
pistol
behind
each. This was
17,
pretty
but
even.
they are here
Yeah,
to
that
play.
that
They are
Thrifty at
looking
9
to
at
escape
9-10
that shadow
was
cloud.
The
the
second
complete
seed's
game
kinda
changer for me.
cracked here at Game Changers. G2
No pun
got
intended.
the win. Now Shopify looking real strong as
And
well.
look at the smiles. They
Oh,
are
yeah.
loving it.
Absolutely loving it. Sonder, what a performance on that Raze. We have not seen her on this map, and just insane. The composition